If I had to start my winter wardrobe from scratch, these are the first 10 things I am sprinting to repurchase. Winter has officially begun and it's the perfect time to reassess and reorganize your winter wardrobe. This year you're going to level up your outfits and always ensure you have something to wear, and the key to this is making sure you have the ultimate foundations. Now these come in the form of a capsule wardrobe, and it's not here to limit you or restrict you with what you can wear, but it's when you're shopping the trends or maybe playing with your accessories and finding out your personal style, the core of your outfit will always be truly you coded. If you're new here, I'm Liv and I'm here to help you elevate your personal style and give you the confidence to step out into the world as the best version of yourself. Now make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss a thing from me, and give this video a like if you found it useful. Winter is the only time of year where the coat is just as, if not more important than the rest of the outfit. It needs to serve two primary functions. The first being practicality. It needs to keep you warm first and foremost, but secondly, it needs to go with every single thing in your wardrobe. And you're probably thinking that is impossible, Liv, but that's where the tailored coat comes in. It doesn't really matter what color you go for, in all honesty. I tend to gravitate more towards neutrals because that's what works for me and my wardrobe. But think about your wardrobe and your personal style, and your capsule wardrobe needs to really reflect that. It doesn't just need to be a copy and paste of somebody else's. You make your capsule wardrobe work for you. Now I would also opt for a maxi length as well. There are so many different types of long tailored coats that kind of cut off at the calf. Whilst I think there is a place for them and I don't hate them, I just think that extra little bit of length, full maxi, if you want your outfits to look expensive, that's what you need, those extra inches. Plus it allows you the freedom to play with shorts and skirts in winter because it gives that extra layer, and therefore you kind of get more use out of your entire wardrobe as well. The structured tailored feel will always make every outfit you pair it with look that more polished, whether you're pairing it with jeans for a more casual look, tailored trousers for maybe more workwear, more professional feel, or like I said, skirts, dresses, whether it's for daytime or your evening looks, it just goes with absolutely everything. And it always just makes you look like you've put way more effort in than maybe you actually have. And I think that's why it cements itself as the ultimate capsule wardrobe staple for winter. And the first piece I would be sprinting to repurchase. I mean, cozy knitwear is a winter essential in itself, but I feel like we tend to just clutter our wardrobes with loads of different types of knits, and I think it's important to be strategic about the types of knits you invest in. I would say a V-neck knit, maybe something that's slightly more on the oversized side, is essential for winter. The V-neck really allows you to play with like different elements of layering, and I love these kind of knits in a slightly lighter wash of grey. I think the tendency in winter is to shop everything dark, your burgundies, your chocolate browns, blacks, whatever, which is great, and there is always a place for them in winter. If you can't wear them in winter, when can you? But I feel like sometimes it can be really easy to get sucked into wearing just dark outfits on repeat. But opting for something slightly lighter helps to lift and add contrast to those looks while still being very winter coded, but it just gives them a bit more variety. You could also layer it with a shirt, you could layer it with a roll neck, you could wear it without anything underneath. This works great if you're wearing maybe slightly oversized trousers and the oversized jumper. Adding that little pop of skin helps balance the entire look. You could also throw it on over the top of your coats, over the shoulders, just to give you that extra layer of cozy warmth and a little bit more texture to your look. Now before you attack, I think there is a place in your winter wardrobe for maxi skirts, slip skirts. Because of the long length, you can get away with layering up maybe some thermal leggings underneath or your thermal tights. They can be really practical, but they can also offer a little bit more versatility in your winter wardrobe. I feel like we're so often drawn to maybe trousers or jeans. When you wear stuff on repeat constantly, that's when the creepy little voice comes in that tells you you have nothing to wear because you're sick to death of copying and pasting the same outfit over and over again. The whole concept of a capsule wardrobe is making sure that you have the foundations to play, and if you only have certain styles, you're gonna start to feel restricted. I think they're just the easiest way to add fluidity and femininity back into your winter wardrobe. It is very common to kind of layer up with lots of oversized, lots of masculine shapes in like your tailored trousers and your blazers. Bringing that little bit of femininity back in just helps give the capsule wardrobe a little bit of variety, a little bit more room to play, and I find them just as easy to style as, say, a pair of tailored trousers. I love pairing them with like an oversized chunky knit, but equally I love layering them with like a fitted roll neck and then a blazer belted over the top. I think that look is one of my favorites for winter. Thermal leggings on underneath, no one would need to know, and a little knee-high boot. You are good to go and you are still cozy and it is still practical for winter. I also just want to preface this by saying I'm talking about a UK winter. Whenever I do my kind of winter videos, there is always someone that's like, this wouldn't work for Canada. I'm like, you should probably follow some Canadian creators then, because I've got no idea what it's like in Canada. All I can tell you is that winter in the UK, never really that cold, grand scheme of things. coat is the outfit, it's important to make sure that the coat is bringing something to the outfit. You know, it's taking it to that next level, it's giving it a new lease of life, it's adding in maybe another texture. For example, like faux fur, I feel like it's one of those pieces that really ticks all those boxes. It's really elevating, kind of fluffy texture, helps to add more visual and like physical interest to your outfit. And of course, it's cozy, which is so perfect for colder weather. It's just that fluffy texture that helps breathe new life into your winter outfits. I love pairing it with, say, denim, something super casual that instantly gets lifted by pairing it with something a little bit more dramatic like a faux fur jacket. But I also love pairing it with tailored trousers. I actually did this look back in Paris. I wore a pair of tailored trousers and a very like statement faux fur jacket, and it was honestly one of my favorite looks from the trip. I was super cozy, but I felt really good in my outfit. I just felt really confident in that look. So definitely within my capsule wardrobe staples for winter for sure. I think it's entirely up to you what shape or style or color that you go for. I am on the hunt for like the perfect maxi dramatic kind of dark, either black or like chocolate brown maxi faux fur coat. Super dramatic, super cozy, but equally I love like a crop jacket as well. I just think those ones are probably a little bit more timeless and they tend to work with a lot more outfits. Warm cozy fabrics like wool or cashmere work overtime to not only provide like the ultimate classic base to your outfits, they're also incredibly practical. They work so well to regulate your body temperature and keep you nice and toasty. And I just think like a roll neck, like a classic fitted roll neck, is so chic and classy and minimal. And like when I think of like a luxury old money outfit, like a core of that will always be like a knitted roll neck, specifically in like a cashmere, slightly more premium texture. They just make a look feel a little bit more put together, a little bit more polished. And again, minimal effort. You're just throwing a jumper on, but it's the style that really takes that outfit to the next level. I think they look so good layered, even under like a shirt or a jacket or your blazer, or even other knitwear, like even that v-neck earlier, layering a little roll neck underneath it, just for that ultimate cozy feel. Now they can be dressed up or down for whatever occasion, and I personally would opt for them in more neutral tones because they really do just stand as like the foundation of the look. And then you can build color and print over the top to really give a really personal look with this piece. I mean, I've already mentioned them about 50,000 times in this video already, so it's probably about time that I shared my love for all things tailored trousers. They are my favorite wardrobe piece to date. Like, I wear them all year round, regardless of the season, but particularly in winter, I feel like they work the hardest for me. My favorite kind of fit is a wide leg, high-waisted, kind of pleated tailored trouser. They look so good paired with like a heel for an evening look, or boot for every day, or even if you get the right length, they could work with, say, like an Adidas Samba kind of trainer. Something's a little bit more flat and like less sporty, I think could work well for that. Although I'll be honest with you, I don't really wear trainers for every day. I'm not a trainer girly. The Sambas were a stretch even at the time, and I definitely don't reach for them now. I'm definitely more of like a heeled boot kind of girl. But if trainers are your thing, I do think a tailored trouser could work equally well with them too. And I feel like they're often thrown into the workwear category and forgotten about, but I think they work so well even just for every day. They can really make your outfit feel polished and put together whilst being incredibly comfortable and super easy to style. They just make you look like you have your life together. And honestly, I feel like my outfits should all convey that message of I have my life together, even if I actually don't. Like the roll neck, this is another kind of unassuming winter capsule wardrobe item, but never underestimate the power of a fine knit cardigan within your wardrobe. Fabrics like merino wool, like the cashmere, as I was saying earlier, help to keep you nice and toasty. And there is something really dainty and feminine about a little lightweight cardigan. It's a light layer that really helps to trap the warmth and keep it in. I like wearing it done up as a top. I think the button detail helps to add a little bit of femininity to the look. I also love it layered over the top of, say, a white t-shirt, or I love this like layering hack of wearing it underneath like my blazers or light jackets, something that are a little bit too drafty to not have anything underneath, but you don't see the cardigan. It's just working hard behind the scenes and giving you more versatility within your wardrobe. Those styling pieces that unlock other pieces in your wardrobe or to make them more practical or weather appropriate. So you could argue like, why can't I just wear like a fine knit merino wool jumper, which is fine, but that will be the outfit, whereas the cardigan can kind of work hard without you even seeing it. Now they're gems within your capsule wardrobe alongside your thermals. I feel like they should have been in a whole nother thing. If I was to do 11, I'd add my thermals in as well. I keep seeing the skinnier jeans are coming back into fashion, and I'm just sat here like, the real girlies know straight leg jeans never went anywhere. Like, they will be a timeless capsule wardrobe staple every single season for every single year for the rest of my life. I'm not going any skinnier than a straight leg. I refuse. There is something so versatile about a straight leg. They can be dressed up for an evening look, throw on a pair of heels, a nice top, you're good to go. But you can also style them for a more casual everyday look. And if you find like the perfect fit for you, they will work so hard within your wardrobe, and that is the most important thing. I just feel like a straight leg really gives you that like effortless off-duty feel, regardless of what occasion you're wearing them for or what you're styling them with. And sometimes when I feel like, okay, I don't really know what the vibe is, I want to feel just effortless, I feel like a good straight leg jean is where that comes in, and that is like a lot of the time for me personally, and I feel like it works well for a lot of people in a lot of different situations too. Now, finding the perfect pair of jeans can be a challenge within itself, but I actually came across a video on TikTok and a girl was saying the reason why you have nothing to wear is because you have a wardrobe full of almost perfect pieces. It's like you have a checklist of like your perfect item. Let's just say your jeans, for example, they're the perfect length, the perfect shape, the perfect fit, the perfect color, but you've got a wardrobe full of things that only tick, say, 3 out of 4 of those boxes or 2 of those boxes, and then you end up with like a ridiculous amount of jeans and none of them tick every single box you're after. So you just have lots of clothes and nothing that's exactly what you're after. So I realized I am definitely guilty of doing that. I think that's why I have so many clothes. But this year particularly, that is my goal moving forward. If I'm gonna buy something, it needs to be perfect. It needs to be exactly what I am looking for. I have my wish list, I have my tick boxes of what that item needs to be, what I want it to be, and then I'm only gonna buy something that ticks every single box. And it may mean that it takes me longer to find that perfect item, but it's going to save me money in the long run, and it's going to save space and time and energy moving forward. In case you also needed a little reminder, dresses in summer are the best because they are literally the whole outfit. Like, you just throw a pair of shoes on, out the door, off you go. In winter, they are slightly more difficult, but it doesn't mean there isn't a place for them within your wardrobe. They are still easier than trying to pair together, say, a top and a bottom and like trying to figure out the whole vibe of the outfit. They are a piece that instantly make you look more polished, more elevated, more put together without even having to think about it. In a similar way to the maxi skirts, all you've got to do is throw some thermal leggings, tights, whatever underneath, pair with a knee-high boot, you're good to go. You are warm, it's practical, but it also gives a little bit of fluidity to your capsule wardrobe. It doesn't just need to be trousers and jeans and thick, heavy layers. You can be strategic about how much you layer underneath things to give you versatility within your wardrobe. And of course, they work for both casual and everyday looks as well. I personally love them paired with a little knee-high boot, a long tailored coat, or even a crop one actually. I feel like sometimes you can really play around with having like that maxi skirt length. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I would say. I prefer a maxi length knit dress versus something shorter, just for practicality reasons. And also you can then play around with different proportions on top, whereas sometimes you're kind of limited to wearing only long coats with a short dress, because otherwise there's a lot of exposure. Fast approaching my 30s, practicality is at the forefront of my mind. Comfort and practicality without compromising on style, and I think a maxi length dress ticks all those boxes. As I said, I love them paired with a knee-high boot, but equally, if you swap that boot out for a heel, you've got an immediate elevated evening look. You're good to go. And then last but by no means least, it would not be a capsule wardrobe of mine if I didn't include a wool blazer. You can be as creative as you want in terms of whether you want something printed, maybe like houndstooth check, works so well for like winter, autumnal seasons. But of course you could opt for more of like your basics, your classics, black, chocolate brown, some more like taupey shades if you want to bring a bit of life to your winter wardrobe. But I would say opting for more of like a thicker wool material is going to serve you a lot more than say just like a classic lightweight one. I think they look more expensive, they hold their shape a lot better. I would say even shopping pre-loved for men's ones is like the secret. They can also double as a jacket in both spring and autumn, so you get more use out of them, but in winter they're just like a really great layering piece that helps you look more polished, more refined, more put together. But they are, again, like a minimal effort piece. They look great layered up. I also think they look great like belted and worn as like that kind of silhouette with the belt is like my go-to at the minute. I am currently loving all things belt. In fact, every single party wear look that I did over party season, it was essentially just a blazer with a belt. You can't go wrong. And I feel like belts are really having a moment right now. So I was just ticking a trend box whilst also making all my blazers feel really fun and functional and different to what somebody else would style them with. I would say in terms of sizing for a capsule wardrobe blazer, maybe go up 1 or 2 sizes depending on the fit. But if it is an oversized blazer or it's described as oversized, I would either stick to a usual size or I would go down a size. I think the era of like super oversized things is slowly on the way out. I do think something that's oversized to a degree, it allows you to layer underneath without you feeling like you're looking a little bit like a Michelin man, like you still have space, but could be worn on its own without anything underneath that doesn't feel like it's swallowing you in fabric. That is the key for like the perfect capsule wardrobe piece. That silhouette just looks so much more expensive and considered. Now let me know if you agree with these 10 winter capsule wardrobe staples, or maybe if I've missed any of your personal staples, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.